What's up, guys? Did you know that we are throwing our own race, 52 Dragway in Fort Gay, West Virginia? We are throwing the Barn Find 5000, in which you find a car just like the one I'm about to show you. You pull it out of the weeds, the barn, the trees, the woods, whatever it is, scrapyard. You get it running vice grip garage style, and you race it in this race. Why am I out of breath? I went 5 steps. But anyway, I'm going to show you our buddy Justin Lowe's submission. He's going to try and get this thing ready for the Barn Find. Super awesome car, and then we'll get on to some other stuff. Here we go.
3 states and 7 hours away with a sketchy tow dolly. What could go wrong?
What's up, guys? I'm down at JP Auto, and look how good Pearl cleaned up with just a little vacuuming. You'd never know she came out of a junkyard. However, if you guys have watched the other videos of Pearl, you know she's a squeaky girl when you first start her up. So back when I had a good old Dodge Ram, I had a problem with some belt squeak, and I used this stuff right here. I'd put it on the belt, and for a few weeks or a month or so, it would quit squeaking. So I'm gonna try it on here and see if it really works across the board. Maybe it won't, don't know, but I'm gonna give it a shot. No squeaking. It works. So just like that, you don't want your belts to squeak anymore? Slap some Armor All on it. It works just fine. All right, Pap showed up just in time. So we're going to see our newest barn find that we're gonna enter into the Barn Find 5000. We're over at Copley's in Charleston, West Virginia, and here she is. This is I believe it's a 1977 Buick LeSabre station wagon, and it's beautiful. Let's just check her out here. Body's actually really good on this joint. Same as Pearl, clear coat's peeling off, no big deal. Got lots of stickers on the back. Let's see, not a lot of junk in there. And I actually don't think this one has been sitting for that long. Let's see if this opens. Come on. I think it's locked. Estate Wagon. That's how you know it's fancy. Locked. And locked. We got a parking ticket. We won't worry about that. I think the driver door's unlocked. Let's go check that out. Hood's a little crispy. That's fine. Based on my research, I believe this is an Oldsmobile 350. So very similar engine to what's in Pearl, but do not have the key for this car. So we brought a key cylinder, and just like on Pearl, we're gonna switch that out and hope that this thing starts. This car appears to have a somewhat new alternator on it. Looks like a new belt. This big fancy red thing here, and aftermarket valve pan covers. You know that adds horsepower. What else do we have on first glance? Lots of not stock wiring, which can be concerning. That's fine. Leave that how it is. Do the brakes work? Don't know. I've got a little see-through doodad right here, so probably completely clogged up. We'll have to replace that. It looks mostly stock, which is what we're going for. I'm gonna start a timer and see how long it takes before I have to call JP for backup. All right, inside this joint, we got some towels, which I'm gonna move because sitting on other people's towels makes me real uncomfortable. It really doesn't smell that bad in here. Let's get rid of this. Man, that steering wheel is nice. Let's see if the mileage is marked. Does that say 37,000? That's not right. Definitely not right. maybe 137, 237 maybe. But look at these doors. These things are sweet. Battery's completely dead. So there's that. Got some shag carpet. It's a really cool car. Hopefully she runs. Check this out.
What?
Look how much room's back there. We just got Sam a van. I think we can get rid of it. This has way more room. Look, you can put a whole bed back there. Look at those windows, they're huge. There's no blind spots in this thing.
11 minutes later.
All right, I got pretty far. I'm stuck, I can't find the button, so we called in backup. JP's here, he'll do it in 5 seconds probably. I cannot see the button.
12 seconds later.
And just like that, the two old guys get the ignition switch out of the old car.
Yeah.
You just gotta be old to work on old cars, I think.
Work on old stuff, man.
Installed. Look at that. Good as new.
There you go.
Now we can hook the battery back up and see if it's got any juice.
There's a casting over it.
Yeah, it was a little more difficult than the Cutlass.
See right there, that little slot?
Yep.
It was covered over with metal.
You gotta knock the metal out.
You have to knock the metal out.
Lots of knowledge in that old brain.
You know how to get it all back together?
I can try. All right, see if it's got any juice. Hey, in that bag, there's a can of brake clean.
Ah.
It's not picked up fuel yet. It's got a see-through filter up here, but. Yep. It's getting a little bit of fuel, but it's not wanting to pick it up yet.
If you had
She'll run.
You had some.
The car will run. It's clear out of gas. Gotta run, get some gas, put it in this thing, hopefully get it primed before the battery dies. And I think she'll run. There was some ATF in the car, which is not a good sign. Excuse me. But it might be all right. Figure it out. We'll hopefully get it fired up, throw it in gear, and it moves and stops. All right, putting some gas in this joint. I think it's gonna run. I brought my clicky-clacky electric fuel pump in case this one's bad, but it looks pretty new, so I'm not that worried about it. But man, this thing is cool. Like, look at these windows. I spoke to Lori about it, and basically this car's doomed to the crusher unless we can get it bought. And they seem apprehensive to want to sell it, so I'm really concerned this car is going to get destroyed. I hope not, but we're going to do everything we can to save the old girl. All right, Pap's working the fuel up there. He's got a little bucket of gas. We need to get this thing primed, so I'm going to crank it. Pap's going to keep it running with the fuel, and hopefully we can get it to fire off here. You ready? Come on, come on. Give her some gas. Okay. Come on, old girl, you got this. Woo! Oh, yeah. She's idling, she's running. I think this thing's got dual exhaust on it. It does have dual exhaust on it. Man, this car is cool. All right, time to see if the old transmission works. That's the next step. And brakes. I'm excited. Let's drive this thing. Step 57. First of all, I gotta move this seat back. I'm way up in the dash. How in the world? Help. Do these seats go back? I'm not familiar with them. Nope. I guess I'll just have to be shorter. nothing. We got no transmission. All right, let's put some ATF in it and see if she comes back.
A few minutes later.
All right, we may have averted a crisis because exactly like Pearl, this shifter linkage comes apart in these, and that's all it was. So I'm gonna put that on there. We need to put a paper clip or a cotter pin in, or something in the backside, which I actually saw a paper clip laying in the floor of my truck today. That might be why this thing was parked and towed, who knows? All right, in Mountain State fashion, I robbed that end off of that thing a long time ago, so we're using what we got. But hopefully we can jump this thing and check the transmission because the battery's dead. Come on, old girl, you got it. All right, she's good. I'm going to move my truck out of the way because if this thing for some reason doesn't have brakes, I'm not trying to run into my truck. So give me a second. Well, like I said earlier, I had a paper clip in the floor of my truck, so will you hold that for a sec? That'll do it. All right, transmission moment of truth. Take two. Ooh, she's got some gear. Look at that. And good brake. Let's try reverse. She's got reverse. All right, next step, test drive. Let's see what this thing does. All right, me and Pap are test driving this thing. First, needs a little power steering fluid, I would say. Brakes are a little touchy. This thing is great. It's all kinds of lights trying to light up here, but I can't tell what they are. We gotta go show JP. I don't have a horn to honk at him. See if we can't get his attention here. This thing runs good. I'm trying to keep this as a family car. You want to go for a ride? Dad, you coming? Go ahead. You getting in the back? I don't know why you don't just climb in here. Dead. I know a guy.
Oh yeah.
It needs some power steering fluid.
Yep.
But we need to put some timing in it like we did the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Feels like it's got misfires. It just feels like it just needs to be run.
Yeah, it's hard to tell how long it's been sitting. The brakes are coming around. They were real touchy. Like you barely touched them and they like threw you through the windshield. But at least it has brakes.
It has brakes better than yours?
Yes. Yeah, very much so.
That's funny.
I think we just need to feed her some onions and see what it does. See if it makes it back to the shop.
Yeah, I'll see if it makes yeah.
Look at everybody looking at it.
How are you going to get it to Fort Gay?
I haven't figured that part out yet.
Okay. I hear you.
All right, let's give her some beans and make sure nobody's walking down the road.
Yeah.
We'll get past the old folks home in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not ate up with power.
No. It was like yours before we
Yeah, it's about the same,
about
really.
the same.
I didn't look at the plugs or anything to see what they look like. I'd say it'll clean up. We could maybe advance the timing like we did on the Cutlass.
Yeah.
Wake it up a little bit. Put some 93 octanes in her.
Yeah. But it's a lot heavier than yours too, so it's a station wagon.
You think it'll do a burnout?
I doubt it.
Hey, foot brake's decent.
No, didn't come out of the hole bad, did it?
No, that felt okay. I'm happy with it. I hope we can get it. She seems apprehensive to sell it, and they're just gonna crush it, so I really want to get a hold of it. It's starting to clean up a little bit,
Yeah,
I think.
it does feel a lot better.
Even the power steering's not as loud.
Yeah, need some fluid in it.
All right, boys and girls, as long as Sam agrees, we're gonna buy this thing. It's running, it's driving. Pappy's driving it over to the shop. He's feeding her some onions, trying to clear it out a little bit. But as long as I can get my wife, he's having way too much fun. As long as I can get my wife to agree to pay the price we just agreed upon, then it's ours. And we're gonna have a giant goofy wagon, and she might be mad at me, but I think it's really cool. And I wanna know what you guys think. I think it's sweet. If you think it's stupid, then say so. If you think it's cool, but we're trying to save this thing from the crusher. Let's move on. All right, guys, we want to hear from you. What do you want to see out of this car? Should we LS swap it, big block swap it? Most important question is, how are we going to afford any of this? You know what? It's going to work itself out. Everything will be fine. Right now, the plan is to do what we did with the Cutlass, advance the timing a little bit, squeeze a little bit more horsepowers out of this deal. It really woke up the Cutlass, so. But this car will for sure be headed to the Barn Find 5000. Who's driving it? I don't know yet. Maybe Pap, maybe Donut, my brother Donut. Don't really know, but someone will drive it. Really excited about it. It's a cool car. Hopefully we can get it bought and save this deal from the crusher. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Keep on liking, keep on subscribing. Let us know, do you like the revival content? Do you want to see other stuff, more bracket racing, no prep, drag racing? What do you want to see? We like doing it all, so hopefully everyone is enjoying the more diverse content and it's more available. You know, I can't race every single day and film it. So really excited. Thank you again for watching. Go hit that subscribe button. We'll see you soon.